Okay. So your underlying energy, guys, is the Magician. So this is all deriving from the confidence that you have and the ability to be able to manifest your manifestation, manifest your dreams, manifest your goals, knowing that you have everything that you have within yourself already available to you, everything that you need to be able to bring in the things that you want to have into your life. This is also a card for communication, but it's communication in regards to, like, it's very similar to affirmations in a sense, but underneath here you have the Temperance card. So two major arcana cards clarifying each other. Well, pretty much the Temperance card is clarifying the Magician. I feel like there probably was a certain situation where you were managing yourself, managing, you know, your current surroundings, doing what you can do at the time, and really just kind of allowing the universe to just kind of come and do its job, right? To just kind of get things moving. Because you guys were doing the work, you guys were managing things, you guys were keeping up. For some of you guys, it could have been the very opposite. You guys could have been, you know, trying to gain balance or maybe slipping in some areas. But divine timing was in works in the past. So right now, it's all about manifestation and your ability and your confidence in your ability to manifest. Now, currently, you guys could be dealing with some conflict. You guys have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is, like I was telling, I believe, Cancer. The Five of Wands is not necessarily a bad card because it does talk about change. It is intense. It is, you know, conflict. But this is some change that's happening for the better, right? You're going to a place where you feel more victorious, feel more, you know, confident in your ability to do things. It's a constant change. Yes, it's not constant change, but it's an intense change, and it can be a little intense, but it's something that can get you to the right direction, push you in the right direction. It can be also very exciting. And it also sharpens your skills and helps you gain new perspectives and ways of handling things or being able to manifest something. You guys could be also very in a competitive environment right now too. Now, where you guys want to be is the Hermit. So for a lot of you guys, you want to kind of take a step back, reflect on yourselves, to kind of have some alone time to really reflect and see within yourself and feel confident in your abilities and know that you are enough and you have everything necessary to kind of get the answers that you're looking for. So I feel like you want to have some sort of independence and you want to have a chance to be able to kind of, introspect, okay? Now, the thing that's keeping you from being able to introspect is the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands can talk about pretty much being recognized for the hard work that you've been doing. Maybe you haven't recognized your own work, your own efforts, or perhaps you haven't been recognized for the effort that you've been doing or the effort that you've been putting into your relationships or the work that you've been putting in. So that could be like, that could be that you, like with Temperance underneath the Magician here, you've been putting in a lot of work, you've been managing yourself, managing what you can, and then just allowing the universe to do its thing. For some of you guys, you may not be recognized for what you've been doing, or maybe you aren't recognizing the work or the effort that someone else has been putting into the relationship, so therefore you don't feel like you're comfortable enough to be able to kind of go out on your own, or maybe you feel like there are still some things that need to happen before you can kind of retreat. And the reason why the Six of Wands is coming up here is because of the Knight of Cups. Perhaps you guys have made a romantic gesture, or someone else made a romantic gesture to you, and they showed kind of unreliability. So perhaps maybe someone's said something, promised you something, and they have not kept their promise. They probably say things in the moment, they mean it then, but when it comes to actually going through and following through what they say, it just doesn't happen. So this could be with anybody. So I'm getting a sense that somebody just probably was not keeping their word with certain things, and they just they show up, they're the knight in shining armor, and then they kind of just like don't really follow through with the rest of it. They're just someone that you think, or I have the idea of someone being awesome, but they just don't follow through. So it's having this. So this whole situation is like, I feel like you guys just don't really see the effort being put into the relationship, so therefore you're not getting the victory that you're looking for. So somebody is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Someone's not putting the effort that they should in the relationship. Therefore, you may want, the reason why your goal is the Hermit is probably to really reflect, to see, have the confidence in yourself to know that you can go alone, you can kind of find what it is that you're looking for, that you have everything that you need within yourself to be able to gain that. But you have to find, I feel like this is talking about, going solo, but most importantly, just feeling that that you can trust yourself to be able to manifest what you truly want. Okay. Now, the thing here is the way to get you to the Hermit. I do get this feeling that there may be a releasing of some comfort zones that may come up. So the Four of Pentacles coming up, Four of Wands. Four of Pentacles could be indicating to me that there is some things that need to be that may need to be addressed, especially in regards to comfort zones. You may be holding on to something that's kind of like makes you feel safe, that's something that holds you back. Unfortunately, there could be some boundaries that you have put up for yourself, but that truly kind of restrict you from growth, from prosperity. So there may need to be this reevaluating of your worth to see whether this is all you ever want, or if you want to gain more and to pretty much begin to step outside of this comfort zone that you have here and take that risk. Now, this also indicates to me that you guys may be feeling very uncomfortable or very vulnerable right now, and that's the reason why you're holding on to a lot of these things, a lot of this old stuff, a lot of this those work that you put in, the stability that you have here. But I feel like it's not necessarily going to get you to where you want to be. So it's kind of like reassessing and reevaluating and looking at what your value is, especially with this Knight of Cups, rather, with the Six of Wands. I feel like this person is not putting a lot of effort into the relationship. They're just saying a lot of stuff and they're being very romantic, but they're not following through with the things that they said they're going to do. So most importantly, with the things I'm getting here, it's not just to leave your comfort zone. I feel like maybe you feel comfortable with this individual. You feel very comfortable and very able to be yourself around this person, but you're not getting the rewards that you deserve. You're not seeing the results of what you're manifesting here, because you've been manifesting it. You've been working very hard to manifest it. But there's somebody in your life, or there's something going on here with somebody saying they're going to do something, and they're not following through. So it's time to kind of really look at yourself and really reevaluate what your worth is. Are you cool with this? Are you cool with this person kind of saying, hey, I love you, you accept X, Y, and Z, doing whatever, but not exactly doing what they need to be doing to show that they actually truly believe what they say. This person is truly showing me that they're not walking the talk, right? And it can be for both parties, right? Like I can't say that all Scorpios are doing this. Some of you guys may be feeling one thing but not really feeling, not really doing it, showing the progress. And then for some of you guys, you may be experiencing somebody that is acting like this, like they're not showing their affection, they're just saying it, and it's like, you're gonna need to show me some more. So this could be for anybody right now, okay? But I feel like right now it's stepping outside of your comfort zone to really reevaluate, whether not necessarily to reevaluate. I feel like you have something here, but do you feel that you deserve more? And really reevaluate what your worth is, to see your value in your current situation, and if this is something worth clinging to. Okay, there's no right or wrong answer with this, though. Don't believe that there's any right or wrong answer. Whatever path you decide to take, it is your path. But if this is not making you happy, it's time to figure out what it is that you truly deserve, and then try it, and then it's time to leave the nest to go out and find it. Because the Four of Pentacles isn't just reevaluating what it is that you believe you deserve more of, but it's also leaving, it's going out of your way and out of this comfort zone that's keeping you from being able to prosper. Now, how you're feeling is strength. So you kind of feel like you're struggling here with the relationship. You're kind of constantly pushing and, taking things slow, going the endurance. You have a lot of endurance and a lot of patience right now. And your relationship right here is telling me that it's requiring a lot of patience from you. So for a lot of you guys could be feeling a lot of intimate urges. You may want to feel very intimate, very intimate with your partner, but there may not be a lot of passion in the relationship. There's emotion there, there's connection, but there's no passion. So there could be like this wanting to connect with somebody, wanting to be intimate with someone that you are in love with, but they're not giving you the passion that you're looking for. You're a Scorpio. You're very, very passionate. Your ancient ruler is Mars, and then your actual ruler is Pluto. So you have this really strong, intense, and very extreme power of passion. It's it's within you. And I feel like for you guys to be deprived from that, it's just very, very I just feel like it's completely unhealthy, but that's just me as a, someone that knows astrology to some degree. Now, I do feel like you guys have a lot of pent up energy here, a lot of passion that you feel like you need to kind of express, and emotionally it's sitting there just kind of taking it slow, being tamed, holding it back. I feel like there's a lot of something coming up that you really want to express, but there isn't an avenue to express it, so you're taking it slow, you're taking your time, you're allowing yourself to just kind of calm, remain steady, and kind of ease, put yourself at ease. And I feel like the animalistic side of you, that raw passion part of you, needs to come out. But again, there is really hardly any avenue for that. Now, for your hopes and fears, you have the Two of Pentacles. And I feel like this is a fear rather than a hope. I feel like you may want to make practical decisions on how to be able to handle this, so that way you can feel like your emotions are able, and your passion are able to be, purged and expressed, and it be acknowledged. But for also as the fear portion, I feel like you're afraid of constantly having to look at the practical, kind of always have to look at things in the practical sense and never have to address your emotions. I feel like as a water sign, your emotions are very much a part of you. So to push those aside to make decisions is hard enough, but then to kind of constantly always have to distract yourself to kind of keep that under wraps, like the Strength card is indicating here, it's going to be extremely difficult, and it's something that's honestly can be a nightmare. And as an air sign myself, that sounds like it sucks. I definitely wouldn't want that. But I feel like this could be a fear. Like, you don't want to constantly have to kind of be practical. I think you want to be able to allow your emotions to purge, to allow yourself to feel, to allow yourself to express your passions. Now, in your outcome, you have the Six of Cups. So I feel like it's talking about connecting with an ex, connecting with the past, remembering nostalgia. I feel like just remembering how it feels to be in love, to be in a relationship that's truly amazing and truly fulfilling. And I feel like you guys can obtain this. You guys can get to this point in place, but it's going to require you to honestly find out what you deserve and what you want the most, right? Is it this connection from the past? Do you want to reconnect with this person like you had before? For those of you that have a partner in your life, or do you want to really, are you good here? Okay, so a lot of you guys, the situation is looking like this. For those of you that don't have anybody in your life, this could really just indicate that you have a lot of pent up passion that you want to express. Not saying that you want to actually go out and be intimate with someone. For some of you that it can be the case, but there's just a lot of, maybe you come up to, you end up running into a lot of frogs. They don't follow through, and you're always kind of having to be like, well, okay, is this the person yet, or is this the person yet? You may be interacting with a lot of frogs right now. That's what it looks like to me. For some of you guys, this could be that you may have found a potential person, but they're just not, there's no real movement towards some sort of recognition of some sort. There's nothing here that's moving to a step up from where you are. Okay, so that could be that as well. I'm going to go ahead and pull you guys your romance angels for the week. Your romance angels is okay. This could be the one. Like, the Knight of Cups is definitely someone that is like, that's the knight in shining armor, the perfect person for you, right? This could be someone that has a significant age difference as well, and I feel like this could be the person that you're with. Now this person that you're with, rather, could be the actual person, right? Could be that this person really fits the profile of what your ideal person is. But it's to kind of make the steps to make it official, or to kind of recognize that this is something, there's a connection here. Like, that's the hard part, right? To kind of see some sort of, some sort of like recognition here. That's the part that's kind of holding you back right now. But this person is saying that this could be the one. You've already met the person. Oh, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Maybe you don't recognize that the person that's around you is your partner, is your ideal person. And it's going to require you to get out of your comfort zone to be able to see that. I feel like maybe you're kind of wanting to retreat here. You wanting to kind of not really get involved. But I feel like ultimately you want to feel confident in yourself to be able to go out and, find your happiness. But at the same time, you have you're holding on to something, Scorpio. I feel like for a lot of you guys too, that this could be that this person is here for you. You don't recognize that you put in the work and found that person. You just maybe are having a hard time believing that. That's for some of you guys though. Now wow, like attracts like, another manifestation card. Awesome. So you guys have like attracts like rather. Goodness. And this indicates here, if you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. That's talking about coming outside of your comfort zone, guys. Okay? 4 of Pentacles. Okay? And I feel like that's where the part of expressing your passions. I feel like you're holding back. There's some holding back of your passions right now. Possibly, again, it could be that somebody's in your life right now that say they love you. They say they do things for you, but they don't really follow through. The results of their actions are not being noticed because they're not probably doing anything. Now, the oracle cards are indicating to me, especially with the rest of this reading, is that there could be somebody that's already around you. So you've manifested this person in your life, but it's almost kind of scary to see them or to notice that they're there, because it's going to require you to leave this comfort zone that you built for yourself. And I feel like it's trusting yourself and knowing that you can, love again, and to be open with love to bring them in. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. And I really like this story here, that it's just, there is a person around you, the perfect person, the ideal partner for you, but it's just the seeing them part, that's the hard part, because it's going to require you to leave this comfort zone, to leave this area of, to leave this area that you built for yourself, this foundation that you built yourself, that truly is kind of keeping you from being able to gain the happiness that you want, to be able to prosper. So it's talking about leaving your comfort zone. Going out on a limb and trusting yourself and knowing that you can have something beautiful.